What's up, guys? TraderJud here, back with another weekly Forex Outlook video where I go over 10 different pairs on the 4-hour time frame, give you some insight on what you can expect to see for the coming week. It is Monday. It's about 12 o'clock, or just after 12 o'clock, about 10 after 12. So, we've had now almost a full day's worth of candlesticks on the 4-hour time frame. So, just keep that in mind. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting with EU on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, we had some bearish movement last night and a little bit of bullish movement this morning. I've drawn a trend line, added a trend line from last week. Pretty much everything else is the same though. You'll notice that I haven't moved this trend line yet because there's really no good place to move it to. So what we're expecting with EU this week is if it does break above this trend line and above this zone, then obviously we'll be looking for it to go bullish. However, if it does stay below this zone, then we'll be looking for it to continue its bearish movement until it reaches this trend line, in which case we'll analyze what it does reacting to this trend line down here. So I don't have a bullish or bearish outlook on EU right now. I guess immediate future would be bearish until it reaches this this trend line down here, but until that happens, or I guess after that happens, we really have to wait and see how price reacts to this trend line in particular. UJ is up next. As you can see, we had a lot of bearish movement on UJ. If you guys watched my video that I posted last night, I did talk about this inverted, or not inverted, but this head and shoulders right here on UJ. So that sell opportunity was pretty easy to see. It did gap up a little bit, but then immediately went bearish, very strong bearish candlesticks, and it looks like we're going to break out of the zone right now. So with UJ, what we're looking for is we want to see UJ break out of this zone, come back and retest it, and then continue down. If you're bearish on UJ, if you're bullish on UJ, which I guess I could really go either way on this. I think we're going to have a somewhat of a significant retracement. So what you'll want to do with this is pull up your Fibonacci retracement, all the way up to that high, and then just monitor this. Would not surprise me if we saw a 61.8 retracement before this went bullish. And we'll probably reach the 115 level, I would assume, if this does go bullish. If this does have a significant retracement and then goes bullish, I'd be looking for the 115 level to be hit. That's a little bit of a longer term outlook. Probably won't happen this week, but it might. So yeah, that's something that I would recommend doing with UJs, watching this retracement. Like I said, if you're looking to short UJ, you'll be looking for it to break out of the zone, come back and retest it, and then short it down to 112.1-ish, somewhere around there. If not that, then the zone down here, or the 112 level as a whole. So that's what we're looking at with UJ. Gold is up next. As you can see, gold did pretty much the same thing. A lot of bearish movement to start the week out. Broke through this this zone right here, has retested. However, we are sitting on a trend line as well right now. So what we're looking for with gold is to see some sort of breakout of either this trend line down here or one of these two trend lines up here. As you can see, if you look left, gold has just been consolidating for quite some time now. It has been consolidating in a descending trend. However, it's still just consolidation. So no real significant breakout with gold in either direction, just a lot of consolidation for the past couple of weeks, or a few weeks even. EUR/AUD is up next. As you can see, I left this trend line where it was. I guess we can move it down here. EA, much like all the other pairs that we looked at to start the week out, did go bearish to start the week out with. You can see it reacted out of the zone. I do expect for it to at least hit this zone before deciding which direction it wants to go. We've had significant rejections to this zone up here. And so it really hasn't committed to either direction, right? The market structure is telling us that it hasn't committed to either direction. Ultimate high over here, I guess a higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, now a higher high. I'm just not really sure what to expect with EA going forward for right this minute. So, like I said, I do expect it to hit this zone before deciding which direction it wants to go, but I'm not convinced that it's going to go bullish or bearish as of yet. And so I'm not gonna commit to either way. GDP NZD, as you guys can see, same sort of bearish movement. However, much like EU, we did have a little bit of bullish push up this morning. So kind of what we're looking for with GN. This is a pretty significant push up, right? That's I mean, that's a heavy push up, and so I would not be surprised to see more of a retracement. In fact, I would not be surprised to see it, and I almost expect to see it come back and retest the 2.0 level, which is this blue horizontal line right here. So I would not be surprised at all to see it come back and retest the 2.0 before deciding which direction it wants to go. It might not happen this week. GDP pairs tend to push really hard in one direction and then consolidate for a period of time before pushing again. And though that's not always the case, this is a good example of it. Pushed up, consolidated for a considerable amount of time, pushed down, consolidated for a considerable amount of time before it pushed up. That's pretty normal for GBP pairs, specifically GM. That's what it does. So, like I said, would not be surprised to see some sort of consolidation coming out of this massive push up. Not necessarily required. I just wouldn't be surprised if I saw that. So this week, I'm not expecting a lot of movement out of GBP NZD, though we have been surprised before. So if it does come back and retest this level right here that it retested last week, then we'll be looking for it to push down. I would be comfortable taking the short as long as it rejects this level down to the 2.0. AUD USD is up next. As you see, we had a significant push down last week. We have had a little bit of bullish momentum to start this week out. However, we do have pretty considerable wicks coming off of these bullish candles. Has not retested this 0.07862 level yet, so I don't know if we're going to get a retest for that or not. These wicks right here kind of are making me think that we might not see that retest. The next level that I'd be looking for with AU is the retest of this trend line down here. So if we do not get a retest of this and you see bullish momentum, this bearish engulfing candle along with this bearish momentum makes me believe that there's still some bearish movement left in this, and so I do expect for it to retest this trend line again. However, as you guys know, that's not always the case. So I've kind of reacted to what we can expect to see with this. If it does break above this this horizontal line right here, the 0.70862, come back and retest it, then we'll be looking for a push up to the 0.7150. EJ is up next. As you can see, started the week out with a large bearish engulfing candle. Price is currently approaching this zone, or has tested this zone. So we're going to kind of have to wait and see what price does as it approaches and reacts to this zone. So as of right now, this is a waiting game for EJ. No opportunities here as of yet. However, if we do get bullish momentum coming out of this zone, be comfortable buying it to this this trend line again. However, if we do not get bullish momentum coming out of this, we do get bearish movement through this zone. Look for it to retest the 128.550 level, at which point you'd probably see a retest of this zone before continuing downward even further. So that's what I see with EJ. UCAD is up next. As you can see, UCAD went bullish yesterday and now has gone bearish today, reacting to the zone that's drawn. I want to say that UCAD's going to go bearish this week. We can actually draw another added trend line to this. Alright. So I want to say that UCAD's going to go bearish this week. Right, we're right up against this trend line. And we had all this bearish momentum along with the massive gap down from last week. So this just looks like a retracement to me. In fact, let's go ahead and put on Fibonacci retracement and see where the retracement is from this last leg. Oops. Yeah, so we're reacting to the 70.7, right? We have opened up yesterday, pushed through the 70.7, now we're rejecting that. So if we do get a solid rejection of that, as well as a solid rejection of the zone right there, to be comfortable selling at least down to the 1.289 level, if not further than that. I would not be surprised to see this as a continuation trade in the direction of the trend. Right, we are trending downward on a long-term scale, so to me this looks like a good opportunity to get in. Not necessarily right this second. Right, let's wait for the. Just so you guys know, it is noon right now. Don't recommend entering any trades between 12 noon my time, which is Central Time. I live in the Central Time zone, so noon my time to 4 p.m. my time. I do not recommend entering any trades during those points in time or during that period in time. And so let's go ahead and wait at least until after 4 o'clock candle paints, after the new start of the new day, and see exactly how this candlestick that we're currently viewing goes. But if we do get more bearish momentum, you might see a good opportunity to enter into this on a long-term sell tonight. However, if we don't get any good bearish movement out of this, or if you miss it, then what you'll be looking for is exactly what these arrows depict. Is you'll be looking for a retest of the zone before continuing bearish. So, yeah, possible good opportunity with UCAD. Something to definitely keep an eye out on. GDP USD, with the pound versus the dollar, as you can see, bearish momentum out of the gate, a little bit of bullish momentum coming this morning, and now we're just kind of waiting to see how this reacts to the zone. So it is trending downward, right? We had this this retest right here, the lower high, now a lower low, and now what looks to be a lower high. So what we're looking for is at least a retest of this trend line, if not a break and a retest, and then a continuation downward with GU. Might not happen. I'm not 100% convinced that this is going to go bearish long term. So I'm a little bit biased on that. I'm actually looking for opportunities to buy this, but the way that the chart's setting up right now is it looks bearish. But because other GBP pairs are looking, specifically GM looks very, very bullish, I would not be surprised to see this go bullish long term. So I'm not 100% convinced that this is going to be long-term bearish, though it is setting up to be bearish right now. And finally, GJ. GJ has been consolidating. If you guys saw my video yesterday, I mentioned that the price opened right on this trend line, and as you can see, it promptly rejected that trend line, came all the way back down to the bottom trend line where price is currently sitting at and trying to break. So this is another one to keep an eye out on for the rest of today. Maybe see how this candlestick closes, and you might be able to react to this depending on if we get a good rejection of this trend line or if it breaks through this trend line. If it does break through this trend line, I don't know if I would sell this exactly right when the next candlestick closes, because the next horizontal line is so close. So I might wait for, I don't know. I guess it really just depends on how this candlestick looks at the close of this candlestick, or at the close of the day. So possible buy or sell opportunities with GJ depending on how the next few candlesticks close. So that's it for the weekly Forex outlook. Hopefully this has helped you guys out. Let me know that you're enjoying this series by leaving a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And if you know of anybody that could possibly benefit from these videos, please share them. We're just trying to grow and continue to evolve, right? I'm also in the process of recording something that's going to be very big for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. I'm pretty sure I should have it edited and ready to go tomorrow. So look out for a video posted either. If I can get it up tonight, I'll get it up tonight. If not tonight, then it'll be tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so thanks again, guys. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you, if not tomorrow, if you don't check out the video that I'm posting tomorrow, which you definitely should. But if you don't, then check out the weekly recap video, which will be coming this coming weekend. But that's it. I'm out, guys. Have a great week. Thank you.